my third take at this, I think. Let's hope it works out. So, hi everyone, so I'm OPGuyK, but some of you may know me as Ron, and I don't know who I'm even talking to at this point. So, if you came from Instagram, well, this is my YouTube channel. I do YouTube videos years ago. If you came from YouTube, well, I kind of moved on to Instagram, and for the past like 2 years, pretty much, I've been getting into cosplay, and that's where I'm at. But it doesn't really matter because lots of that is going to change. So for those who don't want to like stay for the entire duration of the video, I won't waste your time. I'll tell you what's going on. So I run a free Discord servers. So we have Pink Room, Hong Kong Cosplayer, and CA Cosplayer. Pink Room, which if you're in there, I announced like a while back where I will no longer provide any more updates or support to the server. So update wise, it's effectively dead. It's just not really up my alley anymore. Hong Kong Cosplayer, I'm not sure what, I don't know if I've announced it by the time like this video releases, but if you're seeing it now, well, the Hong Kong Cosplayer project will be like shut down. The server will continue, and I'll give it like one last update, but after that, same thing as Pink Room, I'll no longer update it, and whatever happens, happens, I guess. And CA Cosplayer, the server will stay, but the team has stepped down from our duties, and we will now move forward with a volunteer-based approach. I focus more on the community, so if you're in the community, if you want to host a hangout, if you want to do something, we'll open more and more opportunities for everyone. But that brings a question, like, what happened? I do want to say that I'm very proud of what all of us have done throughout the years, and like especially for CAC, I've only been in Canada for like a little over a year, and it's amazing how we've built up an entire community from scratch, basically. Like, I'd say like I love community stuff. I love bringing people together from similar areas but all split apart and bring them together. Like, you know, I wanted to create a place which brought together the cosplayers of Canada, and that was really the aim of OPGuyK Cosplayer as well, bringing together different areas of cosplayers into one chat, into one safe place where I can talk about stuff like that. And for the most part, it's been amazing, but times have changed. The team has been doing very well, and honestly, like, that whole mantra I have of bringing people together and uniting all of us has really just, I wouldn't say that I made things worse, but right now it has been worse, and everyone's split apart. There's drama, there's stuff like that. I do not like. The thing I hate the most is drama, because people just don't talk it out. People just don't say, you know what, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you're wrong, but I understand that. And there's this lack of like people just not communicating, which really gets on my nerves. And at this point, I'll be honest, all 3 servers are dead. I'm not in Hong Kong. Pink Rooms, everyone's split up from there, and CAC, I think it's not any better. And at this point, I've made the decision to move on from that. Which brings me then to cosplay. So if you've been on my channel but not Instagram for the past like few years, well, that's what happened. I kind of joined the cosplay community. I got into cosplay. You can see more stuff on Instagram here, but I'm assuming most of you watching this video are from Instagram. And well, about that, I'm gonna have to take a step back. Am I quitting the community? No. But am I getting less involved? Yes. Hard for me to say, because this community, no matter if it's like from Hong Kong or Canada, means a lot to me, and just dropping that in general is just, it's hard. Yeah, so long story short, back in Hong Kong, I joined in late 2022, and I was dropped by my high school friends. It was a bad time. For cosplay, by the way. Everyone hated me, and at that time I graduated, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was on my own, and had one friend in the cosplay community. He wasn't even a cosplayer, he was just like a kid, and he wanted to learn photography. The problem was, I didn't speak Cantonese, or barely spoke Cantonese, and he didn't speak English, or barely spoke English. We had this language barrier, and from that I hustled my ass off to learn like Cantonese for everyone, and that's how I got to know everyone, be friends with everyone, and just be in a community. And honestly, it's amazing how lots of stuff happened. Photo shoots, we brought other people together. Under OPGuyK Cosplayer, we brought like major meetups of different groups of people, both in the English and Chinese speaking community. We brought them together. It was amazing. But again, we did the same thing back in Canada. Obviously, everyone speaks English. You know, it's amazing having just like 20 cosplayers show up to Aberdeen Square, and not on a con day as well. The feeling is something else, and I'm glad that we created those memories. It's what built the basis for who I am today. My first cosplay took like 1 year to finish, basically, and almost 1 year, and lots of money to spend, lots of planning. You had to get up early, you had to put on makeup fast, you had to leave the house, make sure the neighbors don't see you. I live in an apartment, so it was hard as well. I get on the bus and just get out of there before my parents wake up. That feeling was scary because I didn't know what my parents would say. Like, they didn't know. I had to just do it. But times have changed. Even in Hong Kong back then, like, my parents just got used to like talking to me while I was still in cosplay. I was still like, I was a straight up girl, dude. Like, what the heck? And after a while, they got comfortable, I guess. And when I got home, I didn't have to like do the walk of shame. I don't know what they think of me. I hope they don't watch this video, but I won't be surprised if they are. Hi, Mom. Yeah, Canada. I'm in Canada now, so it's a little different around here, but also same. But in general, lots has changed in my life. I've been from living with my parents, having them do everything, to me living in like a dorm room where I can just like do whatever, but I'll have to like, buy my own food, wash my own clothes. And now here I am. I'm in my own, I guess, house. I have a roommate, wonderful roommate. I have to like wash dishes, cook stuff every now and then, mop the floor, clean stuff, and a lot of responsibility just like placed on me. But at the same time, there's lots of freedom in there. There's a whole angle of freedom which I could tackle, which is honestly a bit amazing. And going to Walmart for groceries, not for candy, it really tells me, like, it tells you that, wow, you're an adult now. You're not a kid anymore. And that's what I want to really say, because I told myself to do the impossible back when I came to Canada. Because I took the year off back in Hong Kong. I was done with the stress from high school. I really was not it, like mentally, socially, everything. I just need a year to reset my mind. And I'm very glad that like the cosplay community was there when I needed it. I mean, who knows? Maybe I would have gone into another hobby, but it's amazing that we met each other, we got together, and here we are. And when I got back to school, I'll be honest, it didn't feel good because I had to balance. I really wanted to get into the community. I had to like do all this, all that, and just getting back into school, getting back into the habit was hard. Even when I got the hang of it, it just took up way too much of my time. I wasn't really feeling much joy out of it either. What really matters is that at this point in time, I feel like I don't want to I don't want to be part of CAC anymore. Even as a creation I made, I feel like I'm at war with what I made, which is not normal. I should be happy that I'm doing this. I should wake up, I should be happy to do this. No, I dread doing stuff in CAC, just like organizing stuff, keeping stuff together. I've been really like holding it back to myself and lying to myself, basically, to everyone. That lie didn't really like go for long. After multiple failed attempts, I had a meeting with like the wonderful CAC team, or well, when it was a team. Yeah, they pointed out that it's obvious that I'm taking a huge toll in my like mental state just running CAC. I really don't want to use the term mental health, but it is a strong term that I believe has many connotations in that, there are genuine concerns of mental health, but there's also that, like, just that sometimes that your brain's telling you that something needs to change. And some people are just lazy to change, some are overworked, some are burnt out, but either way, something has to change for there to be good. That's what I believe, at least. You can take your own interpretation. I really had that, like, moment of awakening back in June or so. I met up with like one of my old school friends. Like, I've known him since kindergarten. We've been chilling for years. He wasn't really like a good friend. We weren't best friends. We just knew each other. But I went to like fix his computer. He treated me to like food and stuff. I talked with his dad. He was just wondering, oh, how's Canada and stuff like that. But it really dawned on me when he asked me for like it's the stuff I made, and I really couldn't show him anything because the truth is I haven't made anything. It's hard, and I had to show him like one of my cosplay music videos from 2022. Yeah, he asked me what happened. I don't remember much of what happened after, but what I remember is what he said is that, well, in photography, you can capture a moment, you can share to people, but like at the end of the day, you're just doing something for someone, you're just capturing stuff. a film though. You have the freedom to tell a story, tell your story, tell what matters to you, what's meaningful to you. You can express it to the world. And that's what makes film and stories like out there, no matter if it's like a full feature-length film, stuff, short film on YouTube, or just some video, is you telling the world what you're made of. I'm not sure if that's his exact words. I'm translating from Chinese, but that really touched me. And I had to talk with some of my best friends back in, well, everywhere, honestly. Every few months, actually, I would tell, like, someone that I'm really close to and I really, like, know to get their opinion on it. Like, shout out to my friend Koji in Hong Kong. Amazing guy. Go, if you're in Hong Kong, go to his coffee shop. My wonderful roommate, TT, who's also from Hong Kong. I've known him for a while. He's right next door, actually. He's sleeping. I should be quieter. One of my, like, best friends since, you know, forever. Even, like, he's a cosplayer, but we've been friends before cosplaying. Silver Haze, you probably know him. He's a great guy. We got in a game together and we became best friends. I don't even know what happened. And, of course, I really have to, like, also thank my girlfriend. I have one. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have one. I had to talk with, like, all of them in general, and the general, like, answer was, if you're questioning yourself at this point, why are you questioning yourself? Back then, I thought cosplay was, like, the end of it all. But after a while, you know, it went from, like, getting 1, 2, 3 cosplays to just building stuff, making props, to just me mass buying multiple cosplays, one for every day. It was bad. And I feel like it's very unhealthy on the wallet, on my mental health, and that back then I would just be happy about starting something new. It was exciting. I was making stuff and you know, learning makeup, all of that, while I'm still like trying to be on the peak of makeup techniques and stuff. I'm not the best, but now it always feels like a chore to just buy something, put it on, and that's it. And I feel fake. I feel like there's just, you know, I'll be honest, lots of people out there are better than me, but they're better than me because they have more time to like invest to do this and that, and that's the real passion. And for me at least, like, when I do have the passion, after a while it just creeps up, and you know what? I tell myself it's time to go back to doing videos. And back to my friends, back to everyone, it's just, I love all of them. They're very, it's amazing how like they're all supportive of it, and you know, a roommate who's like right next door, I talk to him at dinner like every day, and ask him that, he's like, well, what's stopping you, you know? I think it was him that asked me like, oh yeah, remember when you used to do videos back then, what happened? And you know, people at cons did ask me, when's the Fan Expo video gonna be done? Every time I've just been ashamed of how I should answer them. All the time in the shower, I'd just think of how I could edit videos, how I could do this, do that, how I could make stuff, how I could create stuff, and I think that's what I want to do. That's what means something to me. What really broke me was the state of the community as in, number one, how everything I'm doing right now, like community-wise, is failing, and that sense in me that wanted to just continue with video and do stuff, make a story. It does not mean that I'm leaving the cosplay community. You know why? Because I want to go back to making cosplay videos, as well as start something new like vlogs, story time, and a lot of stuff. This whole cosplay journey, I would say, or just this knowledge of cosplay, would not have come to me if it weren't for one of like the biggest cosplay YouTubers on this platform, who also happens to be just like practically right next door. Well, not actually, but within like distance. Anya Panda, she's a huge inspiration for me. You know, it was amazing meeting her for the first time, being that like fangirl at that moment. I was like, dang. Even though I don't think she does much videos anymore compared to before, but still, that was what I want to do. I've been making videos since I was like 9, 10. None of them were watchable until I was like 17, but it didn't matter. I loved making it. Custom music videos, they take like forever to make. You'd be surprised. I started off actually watching other videos on YouTube because I wanted to know more, and I was like, you know what, this video is ass. I can do better, and in some way I feel like I did better than one of the leading YouTubers back in Hong Kong. I really want to develop that skill and just use cosplay as a storytelling medium. Like, how do you do that? And it's amazing how like a lot of people feel the same and want me to continue. I'm grateful to have this community, all of you as friends, my best friends. I'm grateful to have a roommate who's so into photography, a girlfriend who's supportive of me getting into this, like even if it takes time away from me and her. The fact that I'm just waking up every day thinking of how I could like make this, edit that, but I don't have the possibility to. It's just haunting me, and now that I tell you guys this, I feel like I can free myself after I put this video out. So there's that. It's time for me to express myself and show you guys what I'm made of. I'm copying off a DJ I admire. He's called Headhunters. I watched this video recently where he basically took his DJing time off to produce music, and from that he made like gold. It took him forever, but like people appreciated him for it, and I think it's time I did the same. I took some time off and made what the world should see from me. It's an emotional topic. It's hard to really describe it. It's 4 a.m. But I really hope we can have more conversations like, you know, you and I about stuff like this. If that means I have to stop what's been keeping me behind, so be it. I'll be more of a shut-in. I won't talk to many people, but at the same time, like, I'll be behind the community. But if that's what makes art work, then I'm gonna do it. Maybe time might be that celebrity who doesn't answer every one of their fans' texts. Spend time creating, living, and also getting a rest. Yeah, pretty much every time I upload a photo, it's just been like I have free time, I should edit it and post it straight away. I have a deadline like 9 to 10 p.m. By the end of the day I'd be done, and it's just me grinding and grinding and grinding. Like, I don't like that. I wanna perfect it, because that grind, like, I've posted stuff that I regret posting to this day because it didn't look good, and I was like, what was I doing? I hope you guys get it, and thank you for 2,000 followers, almost 700 on this account. But just one more thing, if you got this far. So the day I got 2,000 followers, basically the day that right before it happened, I was like 1,999. I told one of my friends, he's got Hinson, when I find my 2,000 followers, when I get there, I'll get them something, like a small gift as a word of appreciation, even if they don't know me, even if they just knew me for the first time. We never found that 2,000 follower. I think there was a bot that followed us, and multiple accounts after that, and I just didn't feel like calling that, you know, the genuine 2,000 mark. So here's what I propose. Since you're still watching this video, no matter if you're from Hong Kong or Canada, just screenshot this page right now, like screenshot this and send it to me on Instagram, like, and I'll give you a really small prize. It's just like, you know, it's probably not gonna be worth much. Maybe it's a figure or something, but the first person to do it, well, I'll leave it in description if someone's claimed it. But either way, thank you. But goodbye for a little bit. It's time for you to create. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna go to cons, no. I need a place to film. I'll see you there. And get on camera, be patient, because from now on, all you're gonna see is art. And that's what I'm gonna make. Thank you. And I'm signing out.